Hello, so today I'm just going to do a little video on the Quake Monsters. So let's start off. We have the rotfish. Those are the ones that you see when you're playing Quake. You end up in the drink. Quite often you end up in the drink without even realizing it, and it's one of these chasing you. As it says on the wiki here that I'm reading, these rotfish are fairly weak on their own, but when they club together, it could be a bit trickier. I'll give you a scenario. Say if there's lots of them in a water section, and you have a chainsaw man or a knight on the land. It's like between a rock and a hard place. That's when they can be dangerous. But other than that, they are kind of the Magikarp of Quake. Okay, so moving on. The second weakest enemy in the game is the Rottweiler. Similar to the Rotfish, the Rottweiler is a little bit more effective, can deal medium damage to the player. It says in the Quake manual, bad doggy, play dead, blam, yipe, good dog. Okay. Woof, 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 woof. Good dog. Fairly easy to dispatch, but nevertheless a cool looking enemy. So, another enemy on Quake 1, zombies. Now, the zombies featured in several of the Quake games. It's another weak enemy. On its own, it's pretty useless, but they tend to congregate in large packs. Which can make them a lot more dangerous. Okay, so the Grumps are the next up in terms of strength. The only Quake creature, or the closest Quake creature to being human. These are strongified humans that were captured by the aliens on the in the war that is said to have happened just before the first Quake game. So apart from the Ranger, all the other humans were caught by the alien Strogs, and these guys are guys that have been reprogrammed to basically, well, I'll read as it says in the Quake manual. Goons with probes inserted into their pleasure centers, wired up so when they kill someone they get paroxysms. I'm not sure. Of ecstasy. In essence, customized serial killers. I like that. That's kind of funny. Easy to kill, and they tote shotgun shells. It's like a little Christmas each time you blow grunt away. Oh, how delightful. Yeah, they're not very strong. Very similar to the grunt in Quake 2 if you played that more. So now getting into the more dangerous enemies. The Enforcer. This is another one that can be a bit tricky. You have to shoot it a fair bit. And it says in the manual, Grunt Mark 2 recruits who are surlier and beefier than the rest, get outfitted in combat armor and built-in blasters. Yeah, so these guys will shout aloud when they see you and attack with their laser gun. They're quite noisy. You will hear them coming a lot of the time. They chase you down pretty doggedly as well. So yeah, these guys are tough, and they don't waste time coming towards you. It's always a good idea to use explosives on this if you can, but 4 shotgun blasts will also kill these. Definitely one to be reckoned with. Not as tough as a boss, but definitely one of the tougher enemies in the game. I'd say the only weakness is that the lasers they shoot are not always super accurate.